Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't. Are you kidding me? What? Should I put this all over my lips? I feel like it's just gonna dry it out really bad, but I can't find my black lipstick, so we're gonna do it. Okay, this is hard. Hello guys, it's Kylie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna attempt to do a neon clown. I've already prepped a little bit just to get past some things that are super easy and there's no point in watching me do it. So I moisturized, I primed, I did my foundation, then I did do my brows as well, and I did these. My brows are usually pretty dark and not thick, but they're pretty bold. But I made them even darker today. I used eyeshadow where I usually use a pomade. So they are a little bit darker, a little bit more bold than I typically would do. The other thing I did was contour super lightly around my face. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to. Just felt right. That is all I have done so far. Easy, basic stuff that you don't necessarily need a tutorial on. I know certain parts of what I'm gonna do with this look, but there's other parts that I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. I just feel like we do need a little bit more contour just to beautify it up a little bit. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is just go in with my Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm just gonna deepen up the bronze that I already have going in the main points. I'm just gonna go around the face in the typical contouring spots, cheekbones, around the face and the jawline, and then probably a little bit along the nose as well. So I will be back when I'm done. Okay, basic contour is done. I think it looks fine. My face is so cakey, it's so bad. This foundation did not work for me. So what I wanna do next, I'm really unsure about this. I want to go in and do some black for some contouring, and I'm really worried because I normally wouldn't do that for this kind of look. So I'm going to take, this is the same brush I was using with the regular contour. I do want something smaller because I don't want it to get everywhere. I'm going to dive into just a regular black shade, and I'm gonna tap it just so slightly, tap off the excess, and attempt, starting at the hairline, to do a little bit of a dark contour. And I'm stippling it on for now. I don't want it to go everywhere. Blend it back. And in the hairline, I think that's gonna be the best. Yeah, this little bit of black goes a long way. Yeah, I think that looks fine. I'm not mad about it yet. Let's just do the other side then. I'm gonna take my beauty blender that I used to apply my foundation and just attempt to pat over it. Why did that turn it white? Probably because of the foundation. That's not really helping, is it? Now I just look gray and weird. Cool. So what we're gonna do next, I do want bright pink cheeks because clowns have red cheeks. So I am gonna first go in with the Dim Infusion Ambient Hourglass blush powder stuff and just go over top of the apples of my cheeks and bring that all the way up into my contour, and this might help out a little bit. I am going to take this across my nose as well. All right, and then what I'm going to do is take, this is the James Charles Morphe palette. This is the only palette that I have right now that has a ton of colors in it, so that's why I'm using this. I'm going to mix the red shade and the bright pink shade. I have a lot on here, so I'm going to dab it on my hand first and then dab it on my cheeks. And I am having this one just a little bit farther back. I'm not, it's like right after the apples of my cheeks. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a powder brush and swipe over that. Just try to diffuse it a tiny bit. I know what I'm gonna do for clown markings, but I don't know what I wanna do with my eyes. Do I want to just keep them black? I used to have a potted eyeliner, and I don't have any anymore. I used to have more than one. Now I can't find any. Okay, I have this pencil liner from Tarte. I am just gonna start by filling in my lid with this. This is kind of rough. Don't think I like this. Okay, so basically I just attempted to do the same amount on each side because I'm not gonna continue with this. It tugs at my eyes too much and I don't like that. You know what I'm gonna do is take my brow pomade. It's dark brown, but I'll go over it with a black when I'm done. Just fill the lid in with this. What I like to do is start near the lid and then look up, and then it creates your guide for where your crease is. Okay, that is exactly what I want. I'm just gonna replicate that on the other eye and I'll be right back. Now that I've got those filled in, I'm just gonna go in with a blending brush. It's like a small packing blending brush. That's not helpful at all, is it? And I'm gonna go over top of the liner stuff with the black to set it. And I'm trying to tap off as much excess as I can because I don't want it to fall all over my face. Now I could add like some powder underneath my eyes, so if I do get fallout, then it would just brush away, but my skin is so dry as it is, I just want to avoid as many powders as possible for now. That brow powder is so good. It's the dark brown, but it almost looks black. And I'm just trying to pat it until basically all that tackiness goes away. Then I know all of it is covered. All right, one down. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side again, and I'll be right back. Okay, both of those are done. Now I am going to take the same brush. I'm not gonna have any excess product as of now, just whatever is left on the brush and whatever is on my eye. I'm just gonna ever so slightly start a packing motion around the edge of everything we did. I don't want to go back and forth windshield wiper motions because I don't want this to be super blended. I don't want to make a huge big look or anything. I want to keep it pretty close to where it already is. And I'm liking the shape that I have going on right now. It's almost rounded, which I really like, and I think that's good for a clown look. And I think it's gonna balance out because the rest of the stuff we're gonna have is gonna be more sharp. So a little roundness to this is gonna be good. Okay, I think this eye is looking pretty good. I've got that big round shape. All I did is just go around the edges, blend it out a bit. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and we'll be right back. Okay, both eyes are rounded black with the shadow. So I'm gonna take the same brush again. And now I'm going to carry this black, whatever's excess on here, underneath the, what's this called? The under eye. I'm looking like a raccoon here. I might carry this out and make it more of a pointy look because this round look is not my favorite. Thought I would like it and now I'm just a raccoon. So I'm going to create, starting from the lower lash line, I'm gonna start bringing it up just a tiny bit and then I'll just connect it. The only problem with that, I want to make sure it goes high enough so it's not too droopy. Okay, this is the problem with not having an eye look in mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm connecting both the top and the bottom and then just slowly flaring it out, creating almost a wing shape. And I'm liking that much more. And I'm just playing with the shadow that's already on my eye. I haven't put any more on my brush. Black is a really just, you know, pigmented shade, so there's a lot to work with. The only problem is this side looks like it has more pigment to it, so I'm afraid it's gonna end up looking uneven. I am not very good at doing symmetrical things, so no matter how hard I try, nothing ends up being symmetrical. Yeah, I'm loving how this side's looking. This side, not so much. This side's too heavy, and the winged out part is way up higher than this side is. And at this point, there's not much I can do to fix that without taking everything off. So we're just gonna have to go with it. It's fine, it's fine. The next thing I'm gonna do is actually start with some of the clown markings. I'm gonna do some points above my eyebrows and below the eyes. I like to sketch stuff out before I do something like that because one, I want it to be symmetrical, and I don't want to just go in with a dark shade and then if I screw up I can't take it away. So what I like to do is take a thin brush and then like a skin tone shade of eyeshadow or something that will easily blend into your skin if you don't need it. That's why I like to use the eyeshadow. I'm gonna try my bronzer first, see how that works. And I've got a paintbrush. This is a pencil. It's not a pencil. This is just a pointy paintbrush, and I'm going to just start sketching out what I want. I don't know if this shade will work or not, but let's find out. Oh, I can kind of see it. I'm just basically trying to do a triangle shape. I do not have a steady hand either, so it's very difficult. Yeah, this blends away really easy, so that's good. Trying to hold my elbow with my other hand to help keep me steady. I feel like the problem we're gonna have is similar to when you do like a wing liner. I'm gonna start out thin and then it's just gonna end up getting thicker because they're not gonna be even and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Now we could do like a cool shape down here, do like 3 little spikes or whatever, but because again, I'm terrible at being symmetrical, I am just, again, going to do another just straight point, and I will probably end up making my bottom line thicker and more black in the end. I'm trying to look straight into the mirror and then base this line off of my pupils, which is maybe what I should have done at the top. I might go back and fix that. All right, I think we have an okay line. I'm not sure if you can see it very well. That's okay, that's the point. I want it to be able to disappear. But what I'm gonna do now is go in with a liner, a liquid liner. This one has a felt tip. I'm gonna trace those lines and start to create the actual clown eyes. I'm holding my hand with my elbow again to try to keep myself steady. That is the most wiggly line in the entire world. Oh my God, I'm so not good at straight lines. This is not gonna end well. I'm just gonna have to stop talking and do this as best as I can. Okay. Okay, one done. Filled it in, obviously. This is a little bit thicker at the top than I wanted it to be. I just wanted it to be one line, so I might clean that up with some concealer, or at least attempt to. I don't know yet. We shall see. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. I'm gonna attempt to take a Q-tip and remove some of what I don't want. Now this is gonna look kind of silly at first because I'm gonna be taking away a lot of my foundation and I'm gonna have to fix that. But what else do I do? Do your foundation around it? Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I have this concealer brush that I usually do my concealer with under my eyes. So I'm just gonna attempt to push my foundation over and fill that in. I am gonna be putting eyeshadow around this, so I'm hoping it will look a little bit less messy. Okay, now we're gonna attempt this on the bottom. We're gonna do the same thing, just upside down. So, good luck. Smaller, starting smaller is better because you can always add. Taking away is much harder. Okay, not horrible. Not the best, but not horrible. Let's see if we can do this on the other eye. Okay, are these even? Not in the slightest. But will they work? I mean, yeah, it's fine. We're a clown. We're a messy clown, okay? It doesn't need to be perfect. Does it? I don't know how people do this. I don't know how. I did find it was easier on the bottom half to make my lines go upwards rather than trying to drag them down. I do have like a little bit of an under eye where there's like skin, you know, kind of overlapping or something. So I had to get in there. So going upwards motions was a little bit easier. I think I do want to smoke out the bottom line a little bit. Maybe, do I want to try to wing this out a little bit? I mean, I might as well, right? I'm already doing it. Yeah, it kind of goes with, you know, all the other points. So I kind of like that. Are my wings even? No, not in the slightest, but nothing is. So you know what, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna smoke out the bottom lash line a little bit more. I wanna take a little bit smaller of a brush than I was before. Let's try this one. It's a little, oh my gosh, my hand, a little poofy brush. Tap some black into that and then just scoop it under the lash line just to give it one, a more smoky effect and just to add a little bit more intensity to the, I don't even know how I did that. It just happened. This look is the worst. I've never, I swear, had so much trouble with a Halloween makeup look ever. And I feel like I do way more complicated ones. I mean, I know how to do a smoky eye and look at that. I messed it up so much just by one little thing. Today's just not my day. That's all there is to it. That brush is also pushing at my, or pulling at my skin a lot, which I do not like. I'm gonna switch brushes. It's just a little bit thinner of a blending brush than the one I was using before. So I'm just putting a little bit of black product just on the one side. I'm kind of really blending this into the wings, so you can't really even see much of the wing anymore, but that's okay. I really think if I had a plan in my head before I did this, it would have turned out a lot better. The only plan I've had so far is what I'm doing with these. So the eyes is just, I think that's what's getting me here. The next thing we have to do is our mouth. So do I even have a black lipstick? Okay, I know I used to have black lipstick and it's gone. So what I'm gonna do is take my liner again. I should probably be doing this with the eyeshadow or bronzer and shaping this out first, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, what more can go wrong? So I'm gonna line my lips first. I'm gonna go slightly over them. And I already have a pretty strong like point in my Cupid's bow, so I'm gonna keep that there because it is pointy. I like how that's gonna make my mouth look for this look. Okay, and then I'm gonna start from the corners of my mouth and then just start drawing a line up to create a smile. But I'm starting from the bottom lip because we're gonna curve the top lip up into it. So I'm starting with the bottom lip, gonna create the smile, and then we'll go from there. So now from the corner of the top of my mouth, I'm gonna just start connecting that, but try to give it an upturn, a little curve to it. Should I put this all over my lips? I feel like it's just gonna dry it out really bad, but I can't find my black lipstick, so we're gonna do it. This is where you could get super creative with it. You can either shade what you already have going and make it cool that way, but this is where I'm gonna turn it into the neon. I'm just trying to decide what color I want. I'm gonna attempt to use an eyebrow brush because I never use this for my eyebrows because it's too thick for that. I might have a steady enough hand to use that. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It's a pretty light, bright blue. Put that on the eyeshadow brush, and now what I'm gonna do is go around all of the black that I created. This part doesn't need to be perfect either because this is gonna be like the neonness. I'm not sure if I like that already with the blue because it's too similar to the black. So I'm going to erase that. We're not doing blue. Nope. I guess let's just go with pink. So same brush. And then instead we'll go in with this bright pink shade right up next to the black. Okay, this look was a little iffy when we started. It is coming together. So what I did was just basically intensified that pink with that same brush that I was using, and what I found helped, I had to get really close to a mirror and I just started packing it. I had to go in with the pink a lot and started packing it, and I did it on top of the black as well, got as close to the edge of the black as I could on top of it. That was fine. And then I slowly started to move my way out to have a more blended effect. So I just did that all the way around the edges. If there was anywhere where there was too much pink, then I went back in with the eyeliner and touched that up. I also added pink up here, just right underneath where that wing was. I wrapped it around underneath the eye and then through the crease, only about halfway through, and then blended it in with the black there so it carries the pink throughout there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Liquid Liner. This is in the shade white, and I'm going to just go over the center of my pink lines as best as I can. This is going to be really hard, especially on camera, to get straight lines because I have to be up close to a mirror to stay steady hand, and because my pink line isn't very thick, this is going to be really hard, but this is going to create that neon effect. I'm going to start with the mouth just because I think it's going to be the easiest, and then we'll move on from there. I think it's looking fine. It's not super bright, but it's giving the effect for sure. Oh, here I am close up. I haven't showed you close up yet, so here it is. There are some places where I do wish I had shaded the pink out a little bit more, but that is something I can go back and do. I would say if you're gonna do this, just make the pink line a little bit thicker than you think you might need it. This liner, it's not that it's hard to work with, it's just not as pigmented over just an eyeshadow, I guess. But it's looking fine. Okay, this is hard. I'm gonna have to get close up, pause and come back because I can't do this without like having my elbows on the table and really looking into the mirror, and you're not gonna be able to see me doing that, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is where we're at right now. So what I did is just go over with the white. If it was patchy, it's not a big deal. It looks fine like that. I did add some little stitch things here that I'm gonna add some black to. It was hard to stay steady, so that's why I had to get close to the mirror and stuff, so I apologize for not being able to film it. And then so after I did the white, I just went back around with that same brush I did the pink with, and then just kind of blended some more pink on the outskirts where I felt it needed more pink to give it more of the neon effect. I added white up here as well, but I forgot a nose. I just want a small little round nose. Okay, I think that's cute. Let it dry just a tad, and then go around it with the pink. I'm using a different brush. This one's just a little bit bigger since I don't have to be super precise with where I'm putting it. And if I get too much pink on the center, it's not a big deal because I can either brush it off with my finger or just go back in with the black after the pink is all set. And then going in with the white eyeliner and just going in the middle of that pink. Not the most perfectly round nose, but it's cute, right? I like this look. I think it looks really cool. Oh, now I'm gonna go in with my black liner and just create shadows along these stitches. If you haven't watched my last stitch video, I can't talk and do this, go ahead and check it out. I do a in-depth tutorial on how to do these cartoon type stitches. Here is the look. What do you think? I think I made it look a lot harder than what it actually was. I was so frustrated with the symmetry of everything and not knowing what I was gonna do with my eyes. You could do basically anything with the eyeshadow look. So surprisingly, this eyeliner feels great as a lipstick. It hasn't really come off much other than kind of towards the inside of the mouth, but it's not making my lips feel uncomfortable or anything. Overall, I'm happy with this look. I think it could have been better if I was sitting at my mirror, not trying to focus on the camera. I know I could have made it look better. So it might be easier for you at home to do it if you want to try a look like this. I've seen a lot of different types of makeup like this, so there's not one specific picture that I was basing this off of, but I have seen multiple looks similar to this. So if there's a picture that you can look at to follow, that would probably be very helpful. There's a lot more that I would like to do with it, but because the sun is going down, I'm losing my light in here. It's gonna be bad in any minute now. I'm gonna stop it here. But I had a lot of fun doing this. Let me know your thoughts and let me know what you guys want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.